With Beyblade Burst now over, we've seen a lot of releases. This includes all 4 Beyblade types and also the evolutions they had throughout the Beyblade Burst seasons. Although, there's been 2 attack type Beyblades that are hard to say which one is more powerful, which one is the best, or even the strongest. And these 2 Beyblades are Ultimate Valkyrie and Guilty Longinus. So in today's video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the parts, how they hit, and a lot of other things to ultimately crown which Beyblade is the best and which attack type is superior. Let's do this. To start off, we have Ultimate Valkyrie. Now, before we get into anything, we need to actually figure out why the name had Ultimate inside of it. Because, to be honest, guys, towards the later seasons of Beyblade Burst, I feel like a lot of Beyblades could have also been defined as Ultimate. So there's actually 2 reasons to this, and the first one is that this Beyblade has a gimmick or design from the previous evolution of a Valkyrie, which means that's basically why they call it the Ultimate Valkyrie, because this has a part from every other Valkyrie towards the entire whole line. Also, this Beyblade was here from the start, and it never skipped a season, just like how in beybladeburstrise, the Longinus Beyblades actually switched owners, and then it went back in Surge. This Beyblade had the same owner throughout all 7 seasons of Beyblade Burst, and it's still great to this day. Now that we know a little bit more about Ultimate Valkyrie, let's take a look at its parts. To start off, we have the layer and the Dynamite chip. And guys, this is where actually a lot of the power comes in. As you can see, there are 3 rubber blades that are huge and they're sharp. But guys, there's 2 different ways to have rubber. You could either have defensive rubber or offensive rubber. And because this is an attack type Beyblade, this is using offensive rubber strategies, which means this will try to knock back the opponent a lot, and trust me guys, it does. If you compare the rubber to Vanish Fafnir, an insane stamina type, you'll know that Vanish Fafnir has defensive rubber and not attackative rubber like Ultimate Valkyrie. Taking an even deeper look into Ultimate Valkyrie's parts, we now have the disc. And guys, this definitely varies of what the Beyblade is trying to do in battle. I don't really know how much this weighs, but it definitely depends. If this doesn't weigh a lot, I feel like the performance could be a lot better. But if this disc does weigh a lot, that offensive rubber strategies that the Beyblade can use will skyrocket and be really good. And then also we have the driver, which we've seen on Brave Valkyrie, the previous one. Guys, this is definitely a very interesting topic, especially because with Brave Valkyrie, the tip was actually taller. But then with Ultimate Valkyrie, they made it shorter, and that definitely made the stamina a lot worse. Basically, there's these little tabs or like flasks on the tip, and what that does is the more you launch, it wears down. And that's how you can tell that your Ultimate Valkyrie is awakened, and once it gets flat, that's when it starts to get OP. So that is basically Ultimate Valkyrie all covered. And now for the second Beyblade, also the competitor of Ultimate Valkyrie, we got Guilty Longinus. Now guys, taking a just quick look at this Beyblade, you see 6 dragon heads on the top. And guys, it doesn't stop there. Under the 2 sides of the Beyblades, the left and right side, there are another 2 dragon heads, which adds up to 8 in total. And guys, that is just insane. There's so much metal on this Beyblade, and definitely the edges and stuff are a lot more wedged and stuff than Ultimate Valkyrie. I think raw power in general, if you were talking about power, The point would definitely go to Guilty Longinus in this case, as it has a lot more metal and the edges are a lot more jaggy, so you'll definitely get under for a burst sometimes. Now we're going to be looking at Guilty Longinus's parts. So now we have the disc, which is named Karma. And guys, like I said before, this definitely does vary. Just because it has lots of dragon heads and weight like that, the extra weight from the disc definitely helps to keep the structure of the Beyblade set, so then it doesn't also wobble. And I think this is a really good disc. I mean, just how the theme of this Beyblade, I think, is a lot of jaggy edges, also dragon heads. So this disc fits it really, really well, as it's like spiking edges all around. And then we also have Guilty Longinus's tip, which, oh my gosh, guys, for spin stealing and stuff, in general, just for stamina, this is an extremely good tip. Especially if you're going up a Beyblade like a right spinning, and Guilty Longinus is left spinning, so you can actually spin steal a little bit. It's definitely not like Vanish Fafnir with all that rubber that's supposed to be able to spin steal, but you can still do it sometimes, and that's another perk that Guilty Longinus has that Ultimate Valkyrie doesn't. You definitely have a lot more stamina with Guilty than Ultimate. Another perk that Guilty Longinus has, as this Beyblade is known for insane upper attacks. This Beyblade will literally swoop under and use those jaggy edges to literally burst it or slam it into the wall or something like that. This thing has sheer power and stuff, and that's why this is also another really, really good attack type. But now, for the question, who is the best attack type in all of Beyblade Burst? It honestly depends on your preference. And guys, this depends on if you would want more stamina or just a guaranteed hard attack every single time. I would personally, I think I would choose Guilty Longinus, maybe a 1 point over, just because of that extra stamina. But I feel like Ultimate Valkyrie will always just be number one, as it's Vault's Beyblade. He's been there from the start. He's never skipped the season. It's just, I think I would prefer Guilty Longinus as a Beyblade I would have over Ultimate Valkyrie just a tiny bit more. That stamina definitely I want. And that is going to wrap up this Beyblade video. Definitely feel free to comment what you think down below. And with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this Beyblade video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like. Feel free to hit that notification bell. And with that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!